Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we'll be designing this simple master wheel, and it consists of 6 different parts, as you can see. And to design this, we'll basically design all the parts, and then we can assemble it inside the assembly design. So yeah, let's start with the design process. I'll close it and let's start with a new file. Go for part, and let's call this one wheel. Okay. Now the very first sketch that we will do is select YZ plane, go for a sketch, and over here wanna start with a profile, a simple profile like this. Alright, now from here we can proceed with the dimension. Go for this dimension, a dimension from here, here, a dimension this edge axis, another dimension from this edge axis, and say from right. Now another thing that I want to do is like this, these two, right click, allow symmetry line, repeat the same process, allow symmetry line, this axis, these two, allow symmetry line. Now it's symmetric, so we'll on applying the values. One is 3, and 7, 15, 35, and 50. Now these and these should be coincidence. After this you can hit the sketch and go for shaft, the horizontal axis. Okay, so let's go for edge fillet, 1 mm. I will select this face, then this face. Okay, our wheel is ready. You can apply the material if you want to, but let's say I'll proceed with the save option. Let's go for the folder master wheel. And inside that I can save my wheel. Right, next we can proceed with the next part, and to do the next part we can, or we can either close this. Let's go for start, and this part I'm going to design it in sheet metal. So let's go for generative sheet metal, call it bracket. Let's define the sheet metal parameters, thickness 2.3, and bend radius I will reduce it to 3. Right, then all the rest of the settings will keep at default. Now here we'll do our first sketch. Select YZ plane, go for sketching, select the profile, draw a profile like this, and give dimension 8. This could be 67.75. After this I will select this one, right click, allow symmetry line, and this axis. We can exit the sketch now and go for extrusion. For the extrusion, I will define the limit 1 as 4 4. Keep the limit 2 as 0. Go for automatic bending. Review this. I think that's fine. I'll press OK. For the next sketch, I will select this face and go for sketching. Undo. Let's start with the sketch on this face. So select a profile, draw a line. Now I want an arc, so I will go for an arc. Then finish my sketch like this. Let's go for constraint. Select the line, select the arc, tangency, select this point and this point. Coincidence, select this a length edge and this edge. Coincidence, this arc and this edge, tangency. And define this one a radius of 10. That wraps up my sketch. If you want, you can lower this. Let's exit the sketch for now. Want a cutout, so let's go for a cutout. Let's go for up to last. Preview, reverse side view, and I think that's fine, so I'll press OK to it. After that, we'll go for another sketch on this face. Let's go for a sketch over here. Let's start with a circle. Let's give it a dia to diameter and give it 8 mm dia. After that, you can select this arc, project it, and then convert it to construction. Okay, let's go for a axis. From this point, let's do like that. Then select the center of the circle and the axis. Them coincident. Also, I will select the circle and the arc, make them concentric. After that, I can do one rectangle. Let's go for rectangle like this. Make sure it's not construction. Let's go for an axis from the center of the yes. Go for constraint. These 2.5. Select these two again. Right click, allow symmetry line and axis. So that I can select the top edge and this axis. Say 6. Right. What else can we do? And then trim the part. Okay, then we can exit the sketch, go for a cutout, up to last, preview. Okay, let's go for a last profile on this face. Select that for a sketch, and for the sketch I will take a circle, this axis, give it a dia of 14.5. Then we can let's say the axis from here. Okay, let's project this one first. Convert it to construction element. Select an axis from the origin to this one, and then select center point of the circle and this axis. Go for midpoint. Okay, then we can exit the sketch. Go for a cutout. Okay, that's what the shape is. I can proceed and save it as the bracket. Make sure it's in the same folder. Let's move on to the other part. Let's go for, you can close it, file, and let's go for a part. Okay, let's call it post. Okay, and let's select YZ plane, go for a sketch. Over here, let's start with a profile. Let's do a profile. Right, so this is our profile. Now we'll give the constraint dimension. I will need a distance from here to here. I wanted this distance from here to here, also this distance. Then I want a distance from this edge to this edge. I want this distance, and I want a distance. What else? So let's say that's for the dimension. I can go for edit multi-constraint and then define all the values. So let's say this 3.75, this one is 9, one is 4, it's 25, 3, and this one 9, 7, this one is 43. Press OK to confirm. Alright, so the problem over here is this should be on this axis, this point, and this axis. Let's go for a midpoint string. Right, that makes the sketch fully defined also. So we can exit, go for a shaft definition. Now this one is sheet metal, so let's convert it to part design. For a shaft, select this as the axis, or you can also select that axis. Okay, then we can do a little chamfer on this edge, maybe 1 mm 45 degree. Let's preview. Okay, That looks fine to me. And then I will save it, file and save. Let's close this. Let's move on to the other part. The other part that we are going to do is for part. Okay, let's call this one bush. And this is also a simple sketch. Let's select Z explain, go for sketch, select circle. From the origin draw two circles, then give them dimensional constraint. Let's say 13.95. This one could be diameter of 8. Can exit the sketch and define a pad with mirror extent 14 mm. Let's save this one, save in the same folder and close it. After that, let's move on to the other part. Let's go to file, part, okay. Call this one clip, circular clip I mean. So let's keep it in short form, circlip. For that, let's do the first sketch. Select YZ plane, go for a sketch, and over here let's start with the circle. One circle, two circle, three circle. Let's give them dimension. So this one. Let's edit the values. So let's say 9.65, 6.35, 4.62. Let's zoom to fit. Right, so this is our circular profile. Now what I can do is I can select a profile, or else, yeah, let's go for a line command, and let's select a line joining this circle and this circle. Let's select this line and we'll mirror it to the other side. Now give dimension for this line to this line, distance cancel. So to give the distance constraint, I will select the endpoints of the lines, and let's say 1.13, and also we can define two endpoints. That's fine. Okay, there should not be any coincidence constraint, so let's delete that. Now we can define the distance of the top endpoints, 1.52. Okay, let's do another line which joins from here here. Let's mirror it other side. Let's do another line from here here. If you press the shift button, it won't take any other constraint. So as now, right now, if you can see, this is taking other constraint. If I press shift, it will ignore all those constraints. After that, I want a corner here to here. Select this, that, and when you are defining the corner, we can do this. So no trim, then select. So with no trim, you have the more control. 0.5 radii, and distance, or else let's first of all mirror these to the other side. Train this point to this 3.4, from this to this point 3.81. Okay, I can trim off this part, this part, and I can also trim off these extra. And the only problem is it's not fully constrained, so let's trim this one also. Let's go for the last constraints. I can select this one, axis. Let's go for 8.4. Okay, then we can exit the sketch. Simply give it a pad, mirror extent 0.36. Right, so let's go. Alright, let's do the last part. The file, new, select part. Okay, call this shaft. Let's select plane, go to sketch, draw two circles from the origin. As you can see, that was not from the origin, so I will for constraint, give then diameter of 16 and 7 point. Then let's exit the sketch, and this time instead of padding, I'll go for multi-pad. We'll select this one and give it a length of 2 mm. This one and of 38 mm. Now we'll select the YZ plane and go for sketch. Here I will do a simple triangular profile. So then I can give dimensional contour coincidence, 579, and this one is also, can exit the sketch now. Go for a pad for 1 mm. Weird extent. It's fine to me. After that, we'll do another sketch on bicep plane. Sketch. Let's go for a angle. Yes. Define it. Point here. Three to here. Then we can exit the sketch. Go for a group command, and for the axis I can select this one, basically the multi-pad axis. Okay, let's go for chamfer 0.5 mm this edge. Okay, and the last command, edge fillet 0.5 edge and this edge. Right, once you have done, you can go to file and save it. So this wraps up the part design of all the files required for assembly, and from here let's move on to do the assembly of simple caster. I can close it from here, go to file, I go to start mechanical design, assembly design. I can go to insert existing component with positioning, select the product, and over here I can go to my folder. Where's my caster wheel? Yeah. I will select all my files and go for open. Press OK to confirm. Now we have everything that we need. Now we need to do a little bit of manipulation. So what we can do is I can start with a fixed constraint on any of the part, and to do that I will go for a fixed component and I will select the wheel, right, and that one is fixed. Alright, so let's hide the wheel for a moment and we can see all the other parts over here. Let's go for a coincidence between the bush and the wheel. So let's go for the, where is the bush? Let's hide all these other parts. Hide shaft also. So this is my bush. I can select the axis and then show my wheel again. Select the, then we can go for offset. Let's go for an offset between, let's hide the wheel for a moment, select this face, go back the wheel and this one, let's go for 0. Okay, that makes it right, sit right there perfectly inside the wheel. Now we have fixed the bush. Let's move on to the other part. So let's show our shaft. I'm hiding the wheel for a moment. So this is our shaft. Let's apply a coincidence between shaft and the bush. Let's hide the bush for a moment, and let's go for another constraint between the shaft and the circular clip, just this one. So it to that. Where is my our circular clip? Then zoom in that one and select the axis. This select the axis of the shaft. So there is a nice coincidence light between both of them. After that, we can apply another constraint. This one can do another constraint between the shaft and let's show our bracket. So our bracket, right? That go for offset, and I will select face this way. Hit 0. Same. Okay. Let's update it. Right. If you see now, we have a problem. The problem over here is should be fitting right there. Apply a coincidence. Update it. Let's apply another string. Let's write. I will undo the last few set. Here we have this. So here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply offset command. Let's go for offset, and can basically select face, face. Let's make it okay. Update it to apply the coincidence to fine for now. Let's show the V, and over here I can apply another command. So let's go for an offset command. This face hit 0. A date position right now. After that, you can apply another offset constraint. Basically, I need circular clip, hiding the wheel for a moment, and I'm also hiding bracket at the circular clip, and this constraint. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply an offset, say them date it, thing right there. Then let's go back our V, our post, and as well as bracket. Then my bracket is over here. I need a bush to be coincident, so let's hide the wheel for a moment. Apply a coincident bush, the bracket. It also apply offset constraint. Offset this face of the bush and this face of the bracket, make 0 and update it. Go back our, and this is what the assembly look likes. Alright, fine. So everything fits perfect, and that's how you can assemble. If you want, you can apply material to this one to make it more aesthetic. And yeah, that's it for the tutorial. I hope you guys like it, and if you have any doubts regarding the design or assembly of this one, you can feel free to comment down below. Also, if you have not subscribed and still watching, feel free to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Peace out.